I carb cycled for 2 weeks and the results were admirable. I went from looking fluffier than I'd like, feeling sluggish, feeling a little bit bloated due to just being too lax with my macro and calorie tracking, due to not maybe being consistent with my cardio, to looking toned and defined again, feeling myself again, feeling lighter, feeling overall better in my skin, and having an overall better baseline to maintain moving forward. In today's video, I'm going to share with you exactly how I did this and how you could do it too. So let's get into it. I'm gonna break down what carb cycling is, what I did and how I did it, how I felt throughout the whole process, and how I've actually been able to maintain it thus far. So for starters, what is carb cycling? It's simply a strategy that involves manipulating your carbohydrates on certain days to achieve a certain result. Again, I solely did this just so I can feel less fluffy, but there are so many other benefits that come along with it, such as weight loss. By alternating between high and low carb days, the body can burn more fat for energy during the low carb phases. Improved athletic performance. High carb days can replenish glycogen stores in the muscles, providing energy for intense workouts. Enhanced metabolic flexibility. Carb cycling can help the body become more efficient at switching between burning carbs and fat for fuel. Reduced insulin resistance. Low carb phases can improve insulin sensitivity, which is great if you're pre-diabetic. And lastly, muscle preservation. High carb days can provide the necessary carbohydrates for muscle growth and repair. You can see all the articles in the description. Now let's get into why I did it in the first place. Like I mentioned, solely I did it for weight loss. I already have a great foundation as far as my lifestyle. I have a good amount of lean muscle. I practice healthy habits, but again, I was just a little bit lax. So for me, I knew that by drastically cutting my carbohydrates, that I would lose 5 pounds quick due to glycogen depletion. So what happens is you stop having carbs and your body flushes out a bunch of water, and that's why you look and feel better, right? So this is a temporary effect. However, if you keep up with your results, this is how I was able to achieve a better baseline. Going into the how I did it, this is my exact macro and calorie breakdown, as well as what workouts I did on each day. Keep in mind, it's not going to be the same for you because it all depends on your height, age, activity level, and pretty much what your maintenance calories are now. If you don't know all this information, I have a free guide also linked in the description that's going to help you find your maintenance calories, macronutrients, groceries, the whole nine. So grab it now, it's totally free. So again, this won't be your exact plan, but you can go ahead and screenshot for ideas. Pretty much, I had a 3-day plan that repeated for 2 weeks straight, which included day 1, 0 carbs. My only carbs were from vegetables, and this included higher fats and high protein. My second day would be about 50 grams of carbs, still very, very low, but considered moderate carbs and moderate fats. My third day would be my 100 carb day, which to me in real life is still very low, but it's high for this 2-week period. This would include higher carbs and lower fats. The carbs primarily came from oats, potatoes, and an occasional Ezekiel bread or a little bit of quinoa and vegetables. To give you a grocery breakdown, I spent about like $150 at a Winn-Dixie, so it's not that expensive to do. As far as fruits and veggies, produce, it was literally just a bunch of greens, green beans, lettuce, onions, some limes. When it comes to proteins, I got mainly shrimp, chicken, beef, steak, eggs and egg whites, all organic for the most part and pasture raised. And then all the extras just included tea, a ton of water, and then just coconut amino flavoring. So kind of going into the meals that I would be consuming for my no carb days, meal 1 would just look like 3 eggs with veggies and fruit, and then avocado. Meal 2 would just be chicken and veggie. I threw an egg in there instead of the olive oil. And sometimes I make like a salad with crunch just so that I feel like I'm eating more than I am. Meal 3, just steak and green beans. Meal 4 is just shrimp and cucumbers, not filling at all. And then the very last meal was a shake with almond butter. Day 2 looked like a half a cup of oats and a 4th cup of berries with 3 eggs and spinach, moderate carb day. So day 2, meal 2 would be fish and vegetables again. Day 3 would be 6 ounces of beef, a cup of veggies, and about 2 to 3 ounces of potato. Meal 4 would be chicken, turkey, whatever kind of lean meat I wanted with an egg and veg. Last is a protein and almond butter again. Now for the high carb days, day 3, meal 1, I had some egg, I had some toast, and some fruit. Then meal 2 would be shrimp or any type of lean protein with quinoa. For day 3, meal 4, I had 5 ounces of chicken, half cup of sweet potato, in this case a giant salad with olive oil. Then day 3, meal 4, more beef and vegetable. The last meal was a shake and a half a banana. Breaking down the workouts on each day, so for day 1, when I was only having basically protein, fat, and vegetables, I did not have a lot of energy because I did not have a lot of glycogen, so I would not lift on those days. I would just do 30 minutes of cardio, whether it was outside walking in the heat or on a Stairmaster or a treadmill. On day 2, being that I had 50 grams of carbs, still barely anything, I would do more like a shoulder workout or arms or abs with cardio if I was up to it or I had the time for another 30 minutes post-workout. And then for day 3, the high carb day, 100 grams of carbs, that's when I would strength train my biggest muscles like legs, glutes, back, because I had the most energy. And typically I would not do cardio after that just because I only did cardio 3 days out of the week, which I still do now, just 30 minutes. I would repeat this cycle every 3 days for 2 weeks. Realistically, you want to do this until you reach your desired goal, but I don't believe in doing things like this for a very long period of time. I will always preach balance and sustainability. Again, this is just a short-term tool, but on the very last day, you are supposed to have kind of a cheat meal or a refeed meal. The refeed that I chose was a honey crispy chicken salad. Woo! Party. For whatever reason, I didn't want a juicy burger. I didn't want anything crazy. I actually enjoyed the crap out of the salad. I want to talk about how I felt throughout the process. So the first 3 days, I felt kind of weird, like something was off. I felt hungry but energized at the same time. Some days, especially the 0 carb days, I felt a little bit hangry and I felt very tired. And I definitely needed an extra cup of coffee, but I was motivated to continue. The cardio felt enjoyable. I was just picturing the fat melting off. On the high carb days, I actually felt very energized. I wasn't hitting PRs or anything in my workouts, but I was still able to maintain the weight that I typically would do for a specific movement. Towards the very end of the 2 weeks, I did experience some symptoms. I did start to feel really aggravated and just missing my usual routine. Fatigue, headache, irritation, pretty exhausted. This just goes to show that this is not a long-term option. And for anybody that does participate in extreme diets, I highly recommend you don't do that long-term. If you need a long-term solution after you do the carb cycling, watch this video. But since I've done it, it has been a full month and I can genuinely say I feel better. I still look better too. It wasn't like I just rebounded back to where I was, which wasn't bad to begin with, but I'm genuinely more cognizant of what I put in my body, of what and when to eat certain foods. For example, like if I go out and get a steak, I'll typically just get a big side of veggies with it. If I'm getting chicken or something leaner, I'll go ahead and incorporate a carb and maybe a little bit of less fat. If I plan to do a back day or leg day, which by the way, I have an ultimate leg day if you want to check it out, and I also have a back day. But on those days, I plan to eat more carbs and then I'll just kind of lessen my fat a little bit. This by no means is perfect, and I'm sure I am going to go back to more of like a balanced every day, have the same amount of carbs, proteins, and fats. But I do plan to do this carb cycling again every like 2 months or so, just to keep myself feeling challenged, motivated, and also just to experience some of the good effects that this approach has. So what do you think? Are you gonna try it? Comment below what you learned. Have you ever done this before? Hope it helps. Be sure to check out all my other videos on different diets, on workouts. I want you to kind of just take what resonates and build your own arsenal. That's what I'm here for. And comment below what video you want to see next. See you in the next one.